Welcome, beloved on high. I am Astarius Miraculi, and I am here today to champion and empower you to the eternal remembrance of true selfhood, who and what we really are. My subject today is the many ways of self-love. The ways of self-love. Self-love is such an amazing resonance of being. We cannot make it without the frequency of self-love. And there's a cosmic joke attached to it, because the greater truth is you can't not love yourself. We can't not love ourselves. Awareness can stray so far away from the fact that we infinitely love ourselves that it can appear that we don't. When in reality, if only one being in the whole of existence remembers self-love, then they remember that self-love in honor of and in connection with every other being in the whole of existence. And so to love oneself is in reality to take one's attention and to shift it to a focalization upon the infinite reality of self-loving. It's a matter of I am, therefore I love me. I am is the name that we share with God, Goddess Absolute. Just as in a family, everyone shares the last name. And so the name I am is the name that is shared by every member in the whole family of life. When you say I am, you proclaim the nature of God, Goddess Absolute. You proclaim the nature of who you are as a personification of God, Goddess Absolute. And so when you say I am, therefore I love me, it becomes very easy to resonate in the reality of self-love, because you are in that moment then allowing the reality of the love. We don't have to manufacture love. We don't have to create love. Love is already made. In reality, we don't even make love. Yes, love is already made. We do in fact allow the universe to love itself through the interaction shared in the physical frequency of two beings when they're doing the so-called making love. It's more a witnessing of love. And to love oneself is more of the allowing of attention to bear witness to the fact that infinite loving is happening all the time. You can't not love yourself, beloved. You can only shift attention from that reality. And it can hurt like hell, because illusions are very painful. And yet forever and forever and forever, you are in the infinite resonance of self-loving. And when we love, we want to follow the example of our Creator. God, Goddess Absolute, loves us with an infinite love by virtue of one fact, and that is that we are. There's nothing that we could do, achieve, or create that would cause the love of God to be any different for us. And therefore, that is the way that we want to love ourselves. I am, therefore, I love me. A great meditation is to breathe in, I am, therefore, I love me. And then breathe out, I am, therefore, I love me. Breathe in, I am, therefore, I love me. Breathe out, I am, therefore, I love me. All love is really a reality of self-love. Even when you're loving another person, that person is you by extension. There is within them a cellular counterpart that is the totality of your soul adventure. And so when you're loving them, you're also loving your own self by extension. All love is self-love. All loving is an expression of self-loving self. Every reality of love that is witnessed is a mirror of one's own self-loving. If you're witnessing two beloveds sharing an amazing dance of love with each other, that which you're witnessing is also the dance of your own soul, because you have a cellular counterpart of yourself that exists within each of those beloveds. And as they share that love with each other, by extension, they are also sharing that love with the cellular counterpart inside of them that is you, because you are a cellular resonance within each of them. And you are simultaneously the giver and the receiver of that love that is passing between them. Every time you witness people loving, you are witnessing the reality of your own self-love. Self-love has so many different ways, so many different faces. When you judge another, for whatever reason, in that moment of judgment, you are blocking the flow of love. You're blocking the universal flow of love. Because judgment is a tendency to shift attention away from the reality of love. We have no room for judgment, not of ourselves or of another. When you celebrate yourself for the things that you accomplish, you are in the resonance of self-loving. In that celebration, in that acknowledgement of yourself, it's another one of the ways of love, of self-love. If you accomplish things and you don't take the time to acknowledge yourself, to pat yourself on the back, then that is the withholding of that frequency of love. I am, therefore, I love me. You are, therefore, I love you. All are, therefore, I love all. In the loving of all, I am loving myself. For every being is the qualitative extension of my own self, just as a wave is the qualitative extension of the ocean. The wave is all that the ocean is in an individualized expression. For every element found within the entire body of the ocean is also in the one wave. And you can only withhold love by way of your unauthentic self, which is not you anyway. The authenticity of who you really are has never withheld love from you. The authenticity of who I really am has never withheld love from me. I am, therefore, I love me. Breathe in. I am, therefore, I love me. Breathe out. I am, therefore, I love me. I am Miraculi. I love you so much. I hold the resonance of your infinite self-love. My website is astarius.com, astarius.com. And yes, I still have the webinar series coming. I have yet to raise some additional monies for the launching of that. And if you'd like to support that cause, the transformational works of Astarius Miraculi, there is a link on my site for making contributions and also for purchasing CDs as well as books. I am asking for your support to expand this work. I know a lot of people get a lot of benefit from this, and let's play in the field of win-win. So I humbly ask for your support. Again, the website, astarius.com, astarius.com. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakin, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom. Up at the top, there is room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all.